Quiero ver cómo se me... cómo se me escucha. A ver, probando. Ah, se me oye bastante bien, ¿no? Guay. Voy a jugar con unos cascos distintos. Uf, es que estoy muy alto, ¿no? Tengo la cabeza un poco tocadita. Y ahí hay una señora, ¿eh? Y con esto que en medio no puedo... Me apetece ir a todos los sitios, no sé por dónde ir. No puedo desplazarme. No. Si me tiro desde alto, me muero. ¡Ah! ¡Ostras! Vale. Mejor no intentarlo. ¡Ay, Dios mío! Vale. Ya. ¿Me recupero? ¿O me he muerto ya? Qué cagada. Bueno, vamos a hablar con esta señora.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. They never do. There is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. Help me. You cannot help me.
Patrón, vale.
I have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Right.
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment. You think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora.
Vale.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
A ver tu cara, no te lo he visto. Ay, qué susto. Ay, qué susto aquí en casa. He tenido una vida tortuosa como las 7 pruebas de Hércules, por favor, de la descalzada. Galerio. Galerio es el granjero, ¿no? Ah, sí. Galerio. I can see that.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor the water they have lost. Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
¿Y qué pone? La única solución es... Oh. ¡Ah! Oh, Dios mío, no se movió la estatua, ¿no? No, Dios.
Beautiful.
Hola.
Oh, you're here. I'm
Aurelia.
so glad you decided to visit.
Aurelia.
I'm Aurelia. And I hope I'm not being too forward, but there's a light in your eyes. Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think? I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern? Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Pero cuéntame tu vida.
You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here. Straight to business, huh? I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but... So, how badly do you...
Millonarios.
Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you... Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I think of it this way. I have something of value, and I'm willing to share it for a price. If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be breaking the... Well, perhaps you could take out a loan. I understand I just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. Certainly, for 10
Joder,
denarii.
la señora, ¿eh? No tengo.
How embarrassing for you. All right, see ya.
Ay, Aurelio.
You stay away from my money.
Te voy a robar, tranquila. No te preocupes. ¡Ay! Pensaba que venía.
Beautiful. Unless you want me to slip some hemlock into your next drink. Get out!
Tranquilita, ¿eh? Bueno. ¿Esto qué es? Qué bueno. Bueno, me veo laberinto de un sitio, ¿eh? Ah, qué guay. Engancho. No sé si puedo hablar con la otra. Hola. No sé. Chapa. Y puedo ver el inventario, a ver qué tengo. Tengo... flechas.
It's no. All right.
Valerio. ¿Se puso la linterna en el agua? Qué bueno. Ah, no puedo salir. ¿Y cómo hago? Yo lo que espero es que no haya como un tiempo, o sea, que los eventos se desencadenen forzándolos yo. Es decir, que no sea como la Outer Wilds, por favor. Que me dé tiempo. No robes nada, no hagas daño a nadie. No, evidentemente. No mates, ¿no? Será. Vale. No puedo. Vengo de aquí. A ver. Vale, aquí he estado, pero... ¿Por arriba vine? No, yo creo que no vine nada de esto. Cabash. Qué egipcia. O sea que aquí hay gente de todos lados, ¿no? Nosotros son romanos. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. Esta es tu advertencia final. Ser pecaminoso. No, cierra.
The 49 melodies fetch again with incessant labor, though all they have lost.
Lucrecia. ¿Qué es Apolo? Apolo. Nada más. Lidia. Dios. A ver, un momento, mira por aquí. Claro, pues entonces, esto ya sucedió, ¿no? Hace mucho tiempo. Y ahora va a volver a suceder. A no ser que yo lo evite. Entiendo. Ah, puedo... Oh. No te entiendo. ¿Por qué no va a aguantar tu peso? Ok. No puedo hacer nada. Qué horror. Pues yo no sé cómo voy a ser más liviana. No entiendo. Urpio ama a sencilla. Urpio mató a sencilla. Vale, quiero leerme hasta el menos. A ver. Merece los 13. ¿Cuánto dinero tengo? Bueno, bastante. Vale, vamos a ver esto de aquí. Vale. Aquí estoy. Ya está. Oh. Lucrecia. Apura.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cumulatus decius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just slipped away. She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin, and I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there. That'll be 1,000 denarii. Then that toad shrugs and says, supply and demand. Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no... So all I could do is come back here and now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying... Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from... Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day. I don't care how you get it, but you have... I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetic comfort to... I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all... My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed, so I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious... I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of... The next thing I remember, I was weak. It's all right. Say what you will about this, and while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least... Oh, this shrine was in use as a kind of strange to set up a clinic in, but the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can... Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest until she suddenly lost all interest in us. This changes everything. She kept... The last time I saw her, and then she shut herself in the palace. Bad. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead, but I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving... One of my patients is suffering from... I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him. You did? That's unexpected. But tell me, what is it? Willowback. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster. Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did. I wish some people here need proper medical care, not the half. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe, but snakes like Decius will always find loopholes. Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to There was one other person, but that was Nevia. Well, she used to run the clinic until she suddenly lost this the last time, and then she's been gone. But I really wish I could reach her, because one of my patients is suffering. He's become so irritable. Thank you. Sure. What do you want to know?
Julia.
Hemlock, I believe. Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden... I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas's villa. And... Gladly. All right. Well, thanks again for helping
Okay, Lucrecia.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step. What business is that of yours? Willowbark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain. It was too much. I owe you one. Can't talk long, got to stay sharp, but family's from Solucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Not sure. I was fighting with the it was the rheumatism. Relent. So I started thinking, what if next battle came, and all I remembered it, and then nothing. I woke up by the river. Some strange man in an eagle headdress had fished me out. That's all right. It just feels... No, I don't. I did hear a rumor that Aurelia... I'll tell you this much. Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. While we're one bad decision away. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching? That doesn't help me. Meliodas. Not sure I trust Cynthius. Couldn't... No. Who do you want me to vote for? Fine. I'll vote for Cynthius. But no more favors. We're square. See you around.
Vale, Rufio me puede ayudar a cambiar las elecciones. Está bien saberlo. A ver, déjame ver un momento una cosa. Este sitio es señor. No. Aquí estoy. Yo quería la cueva esa que está por ahí. No sé si puedo. Okay.
Citizen.
Vale, ahí estuve. Ahora quiero venir por aquí un poco, a ver qué hay. Aquí ya entré. Y aquí. Vale. Closed. La música es súper relajante, ¿eh?
Salve.
Sí, qué guay. Así con el L1 puedo acercar. $12 esclavas pálidas y turgentes. Mira. Mire usted, señor. Qué pena. Menudo animal.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside. Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slide. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia. Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii. That's hardly my concern. But if you get a... Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what? You sure you're feeling all right? She claimed the statues were whispering to her. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not? Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget? You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale. All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasion. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get... So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure. But, to my surprise, we make it. And I see this barge loading up, and it's... Well, the captain's happy to take my coin. So I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my... No, too heavy. The cart or the girl. Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl, if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because when I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not... I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few thousand denarii, but I've already made it back, and this... Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury. I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did... Some people here are a little shaky. Oh, yeah. Gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back, though.
Yeah, okay.
It's terrible for inflation, is what it is. There's so much gold just lying up. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need... Thank you, friend. Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even get... Not going to happen. Very well. Another time.
Un deseo. Te partiría la cara, ¿sabes? Vale. Vale. Me mola mucho lo de los susurros. Los pajaritos me están empezando a cansar un poquito, la verdad.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Primero voy a investigar las casas.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a... Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see and I must say, my leather boots in place of sandals, trousers. I have traveled distant trade routes and never have I seen any... Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. We will have much time here to get to... My story? How kind of... You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so... I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the golden rule. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the... A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be... I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places. This time, I remember people screaming. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber. Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave. Anything you like. Shh! Not so loud! What are you... Have you not been... Oh, then I suppose this duty falls... Of course, the first question any of us asks, but as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood... They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who they even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire... So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees... Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for... Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of... Instead, she changed the climate of Earth, so that it became hot and dry. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until it... So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. Regrettably, I think you are correct, my friend. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act. But on a light, for all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not? That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Maleolus.
No, Giorgio,
I
no.
do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way. Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Tengo vino. ¿En serio?
That, my friend, is... But...
No puedo cambiarte de opinión. Joder, o sea que solo tengo un votante posible. Bueno, si a ese le consigo el arco, pero es que si le consigo el arco la va a liar. Ahora, seguro. Va a hacer movidas. ¿Dónde está? Siempre que estaba aquí antes. ¿Está aquí?
Sometimes I stare at the great temple on the bluff, and I think, whatever is in there, it has to be important.
Madre mía.
Make sure you stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment. Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in help out with repairs and try to stop. But you probably don't want to hear. Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hand, but there's one thing that puzzles me. Well, yes, or it could mean that there were Greeks living and who really built this place. And if only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here. Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place, they're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm. Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a... You mean the great temple? This one that, given the way it's positioned so prominently, unfortunately, you see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like there's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of... And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter, so we're all left wondering, which god is that, unless somebody figures out a way... Of course. You wouldn't believe how often the new ones... There are much worse places to live out your days. But once you get used to the fear, knowing that it... Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novium. They weren't nearly as... Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just... I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seems... Which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between... And I'm pretty sure I know that... Good. Then I hope you'll agree. The first is to leave. The second is to read. Good question. It's best if I say no more, but... Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my... Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yeah, and when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of... I saw enough friends killed or driven away, so I hid who I was for... What was it? But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across my openness didn't go down well among the Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, or at least I thought that... it's not just graffiti. The strange thing is, I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. If I had to guess, I'd... Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that if there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they suppose it. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to... Really? Who is it? You went snooping in his place? Have you spoken to him about... I would talk to him myself, but I think that would just inflame the situation. It's probably best if you do it, if you don't mind. Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. My vote isn't for sale. Nice to talk to you.
Fortune smile on you, sister. Fortune's smile on you, sister.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
Don't you just love springtime?
Citizen? Ah, you again.
A ti te estaba buscando, compañero.
No idea what you're talking about? Look, it's the rheumatism. It starts... I know that's not an excuse for how I'll leave him alone from now on. I'm going to go.
Sí me gusta, Rufio. ¿Dónde está el graffiti? No lo veo. Ah, este también.
Sometimes I stare at the great temple. Any news about my secret admirer? Have you spoken to him about it? Really? How did you manage that? Ah, poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person. Really? That's... Well, my vote isn't for... Nice to talk to you.
Bueno, eso lo conseguiré. Dale duro, ¿eh? Bueno, continuamos. I did not do it. Do it.
Hello? Hello? My name's Dooley. I live... I don't know. Yes. But they said I did it. More than once. Yes. They said I have to live here now.
Ay, pobre señor. A ver.
What does it say? My treasure! My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said, if anything ever... He gave me this key and made me promise. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to any... Galerius already tried that. What about the rules?
Salve.
Like... Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll. If you help make him magistrate, Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was. You're going to let me out of here? Really? Galerius already tried. What a... Like, if you help make Hannibal... You're going to let... Oh. Gold? My friend Hannibal used to... He said he... Oh, no. Bye-bye.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Ya hablaré contigo, ¿vale? No me apetece ahora que me líes. No llegué a entrar aquí, o sea.
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule. Fabia, but now's not the time. Are you going to... None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. You'll just have to... Thank you. I have to hide.
No.
What? Why? All right, fine.
Panadería. Vale. ¿Dónde están los baños? ¿Aquí? No. No. No puede ser. No puede ser. ¿En serio? No me jodas, Dios mío. Dios, menos mal. Menos mal. Voy a guardar. Nunca guardo, pero que voy a guardar. Creo que voy a intentar guardar a menudo porque es que si no... Vale, o sea que no puedo entrar ahí. Vale. Dios mío. No me estoy metiendo. Wow.
Ah, a visitor. Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name? It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here? Then perhaps the fates brought you here. to learn the secret. I will tell you everything I know. But first, the one thing I long for above all else, let us find out with this simple question. You have much. Then you should speak with your contemporaries in the city. It is best if you come to this realization. Ah, you've returned.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business, is that Thank you. Now tell me. A small community. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought... Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus Magnamart. Always sneaking off to yours. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up and... You say that, but if you're not a cult... So you admit you're not allowed to leave. Threatening me is not going to... That sounds... And I saw the inscription saying, the many shall suffer for the sins of the one. You've clearly been in Now tell me... You lot are practicing Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary. What baffles me is how a person can believe. However, you still have a chance to redeem it. Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinct... The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fight. Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you... This is your last... Do you have any last words? Well, I'd say that's rather
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Mira, no. Es que no me apetece esto. No, mira, antes de provocar otro bucle quiero intentar hablar con todo el mundo. Ya haré lo de venir abajo. Bueno, voy a intentar. Es que volver ahí abajo. Vale, ahora sé que está ese señor ahí. Ahí no quiero ir. Ya sé que está ese señor. No me parece que sea fácil de parar. Así que no. Eso. Primero quiero explorar un poco mejor todo. Vale. Entonces, por aquí. Sí. ¿Cómo? Ah, el papel higiénico de la antigüedad. Qué horror. Qué horror. Vale. Ok. Birds, little birds. Bueno, vamos a subir el tampón aquí. Dios.
Isn't this temple imposing? Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. That's good. If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. Well, we've all been where you are now. I remember when I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. But long hours of menial labor for the... Oh, much the same way as many of the others. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins. A scuffle broke out, and I woke up by the river. Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all... Oh, yes, of course. If you like. I'm afraid not. Although, I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all... I hope it works. The many... I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as but on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth. And that all of us... And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born... You don't think that's a little naive? Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while... If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all... Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not... There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided... Oh, thank you. All right, well, it was lovely...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh, no. 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 Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
No,
what? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my...
I know things are hard for you. Please just think this through.
I'm sorry, but I just don't care.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know, but it's a crime for slaves to take their own lives. And a debt bondsman... Thank you.
Let me guess. You're going to let you... I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I'll be stuck slaving away for that culus cumulati. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
No jodas. Bueno.
I can't believe he went through with it. That was not your fault.
Ay, Dios, la Play. Está dando unos chasquidos bestiales. A ver, ya.
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. And I'd best pray for Paul.
Vaya. Lo que salta. Porque no ha muerto realmente. Ok. Que te siga. Pero... yo no tengo una llave en un templo o algo así. Llave. Vale. ¿Lo quiero entonces? Bueno, he silenciado el micro, espero que haya estado silenciado porque ha sido una conversación. Bueno, voy a ver si juego media hora más porque estoy bastante enganchada. Mi problema va a ser que hay muchos personajes y me voy a olvidar 100% de alguno. Pero bueno, por lo que pueda pasar voy a guardar. Voy a guardar aquí. Yes. Bueno, este bucle realmente estoy intentando encontrar a la mayor parte de la gente, intentar hablar con todo el mundo. Ahí estuve, ¿no? Sí, tengo un lío que no sé muy bien dónde estoy. Lo voy a tirar porque me dijeron que me tirase. A ver qué pasa. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your
Me he colado.
magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now...
No la he visto, vamos a...
A day of celebration, I hereby announce a day of celebration in Ovalina. Yes.
Vaya palacio tiene este señor, ¿no? Increíble. ¿Dónde se ha metido el chico? No entiendo nada.
Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And, yes, no more shall you walk.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or
Tienes un ojo verde y un ojo azul.
Well, why have you risked
Que
life
tú eres
alone
el
to see
señor
me?
que busca...
Are you insane? You barge into my villa. Why? Don't talk not. How? Nonsense! I don't know how you know about my... And now, I'm going to... Now... Get out of my villa before...
Vale. Bueno, ya hablaré con él. Así que, señorita, señorita, señorita... Close, you know?
All right, now you've crossed a line. Get out of there.
¿Qué te sacan? A lo mejor. No creo, pero. Ah, pues sí. Hola.
You're not supposed to be in here. Talk. What? My marital... I think a better question is, why I have quite enough marriage trouble already. Preferably the way you... I think it's about... Finally! This is outrageous.
Dios, 2000. Bueno, tú eres la mujer de Vale. Bueno, de momento sigo sin cumplir, o sea, sin romper la regla. Me voy librando poco a poco. Hola, cerdo. Vamos a ver otra vez el pedido.
What now? Malleolus, of course. Her name's to me. What? Whatever.
Vale, voy a hablar con la señora...
Citizen.
No, contigo no, con... Consciente, ¿qué haces?
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop. You know, some people say, but what kind of an... Oh, I'd say it to them. Did you hear that? What do you have? No response. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours either that, or like people... Ugh, what is it with you people? Well, that's just a stupid... I don't know. That doesn't surprise me. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too big. So you'll help me find her? Oh, you should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Thanks. Of course. What have you discovered? Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Oh, I see. Thank you. What have you discovered? Oh. Of course. What have you discovered? Yes.
La habitación es esta, ¿no? Ah, entendí diario.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
Ok, señores. Es que no sé si lo he visto. No lo quito ya. Por aquí viene. Vale. No veo nada. A ver si le puedo decir que no lo encontré. Que a lo mejor sigue vivo. ¿Dónde está? Muchacha. ¿Dónde está la chica? Octavia. Bueno. Vale, vuelta hacia 7. Pues voy a... no sé. Uy, me quemo. Voy a hablar con el arquero, yo creo. Sí, voy a hablar con el arquero. No sé si era por aquí. Uy, ¿se está haciendo de noche? ¿O no? Primero voy a meterme aquí. Hablo con el señor este y... Uy, uy,
Come and join me by the welcome. Well, let her.
Ya no me voy. Ay, me atasco. Vale, ahora voy a intentar que el arquero se mate. Y si puedo conseguir el arco y se lo doy al otro. Y luego el dinero que tengo. Es que no sé si gastar primero el dinero. No tengo todavía. Joder. Madre mía, O a lo mejor había ahí... No me suena.
Stop right there. I'm looking for type. Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you...
Arco de madera. Bye bye. It wasn't me, ¿eh? Yo no he pecado. Yo simplemente le he dicho que ahí estaba ese señor. Sí. Vale, estoy súper enganchada. Información sobre recompensa. Kinchi. Yo sé quién es Kinchi. Es el señor... Uno. Guay. Por supuesto que es él. Bueno, o sea que todavía continúa. ¡Oh! Ah, vale, tengo un arma. Bueno, voy a investigar por aquí. Yo estoy muy enganchada, ¿eh? Ay, los baños. Aquí es donde vine, ¿no? Donde empezó todo. Voy a guardar. Es que realmente quiero intentar... Pues eso, hacer un... Viene de ahí, ¿no? Ay, que no puedo salir. Ay, no, qué agobio. Corre. ¿Qué hora es? Venga, me da tiempo. Qué enganche llevo, madre mía. Sí, señor. Tengo que ir a la panadería, tengo que hablar con... ¿Quién más? Ah, tengo que ir a por el monstruo ese. Pero claro, si yo mato un monstruo, es pecado también. Good question. Veo que sigue... Vale, ¿dónde estaba la panadería? Era por aquí, ¿no? Había pan... Aquí. ¿Qué haces, Fabia?
You took care of him? An accident? So, I do have a question, though. I don't understand. Oh, I see. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Oh, there's not much to... I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. My pa had just arranged a husband for me. Official. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to us. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside. But after about a day in a car, I remember closing my eyes for a bit. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for... Anyway, I went searching for help. Oh, yeah. I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? What good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables. And Lucretia tries to... My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes. And Virgil makes sure these old... Well, I'm just saying, there are... Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but... Oh, I try not to worry about it. You're funny. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the golden... He'll be just across the forum in his... All right.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help it.
Joder,
No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. But I would like to propose a... Tell me, do you have any idea how people here... And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human. I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella, Aesop, with the ability to transmute organic matter into... Use your imagination, golden animals, insects, trees and plants. And even if we were to split all those riches between the 2 of us... Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic.
No. Oh. ¿Qué más quería hacer? ¿Matar al bicho? A ver si consigo matarlo. Espera. Vale. A ver, puedo conseguir el arco perfectamente. Pero... Dios mío, ¿aquí qué hay? ¿Hay más de uno? Por favor, ¿eh? Se lo quita... Vale, bueno. No va a dar tiempo, ¿verdad? O sea que sí que hay tiempo, bueno, pero hay mucho tiempo. Estamos jugando un montón de tiempo, así que bueno. Aguantaron mi peso. Ya. O sea que no se puede. Momento. No. Ay, Dios mío. Vale. Bueno, nada, vamos. Mierda, no me da tiempo. Bueno, ha sido un... Mierda, ¿dónde se botaba? Oh, Dios mío, ¿dónde coño está la gente? Ah.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed. Yes. Lies. It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is.
Bueno.
A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to
convencer a
enjoy
Rustia.
killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Ah. Bueno. Me da rabia porque conseguí un montón de dinero y no lo he usado, pero bueno. Voy a centrarme en... Yo tengo que coger... Voy a coger el... Bueno, voy a guardar. Deja ver una cosa. Misión. Ah, lo tengo todo. Es decir, conservo todo lo que conseguí. Ostras, no lo sabía. Entonces es más fácil esto de lo que pensaba. ¿No? Claro, porque yo vuelvo con todo, entiendo. Vale, bueno. Sí. Lo voy a dejar aquí. La verdad es que está muy guay, ¿eh? Me está... Y ahí va la sacerdotisa. Oh.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and... Sounds... All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival... Poor Virgil. Poor... I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need...
Oh, qué guay. Gracias, Galeria. Dios, a toda leche, ¿eh? Bueno, ahora sí, vamos a guardar. Y... bueno, jugaré... Jugaré después de comer, probablemente un ratito más.